It's the early 1980s, and we have these two researchers, investigators from McGill University saying there's this big problem. Antipsychotics cause basically tardive psychosis. They make you more biologically vulnerable to the treatment of psychosis. Well, if psychiatry really confronts it, it's got to confront the whole psychopharmacological revolution. It's not turning out the way they want it. And this is their product in the 1980s. They say these are brain diseases and we have these drugs like insulin for diabetes. This is their product. So if they say their product makes people more chronic over the long term, where does that leave them?
We may have in fact become too dependent on pharmaceuticals to handle both the pressures of growing up and the deep sense of remorse and hopelessness that is so pervasive in our culture. Are we witnessing a rising prevalence of individuals that are troubled by a greater remorse of conscience? Claude de la Colombière, a 17th century French Jesuit priest, writes about the need to be in tune with the conscience, which many understand to be one of the main portals to a deep interior life. But de la Colombière does not mince words in regard to the harshness of that conscience that stings when we go astray. He writes, "I would not tell you that this conscience is a cruel torture, a pain that one should be unable to explain, that it is the worm of the mind, the poison of the heart, a ruthless torturer, a gloomy and dreadful night. If indeed this is what the conscience does when we falter from the virtuous paths, then is it not surprising that we should rely on medication to quell this tempest that rages from within? The question boils right down to, how badly have our individual and societal morals swayed from virtuous principles?"
If you improve your situation, the situation of your spirit, if you begin a life of grace, a life of obedience to the commandments, if you put order in your life, that has a clear effect on your mind.
The world fails to satisfy us. So we are thirsting and hungering. We are in a great famine in the spirit, in the soul, in the mind.
If we don't have that normal relationship with God, family, and one another, then you're going to see all of these aberrations. Creation is good, but it's to be enjoyed with order.
Order is necessary to orient ourselves towards God. There is in fact a natural order that draws man to ascend towards greater thoughts and loftier ideals, such as virtues or God.
So there's an instance of order that we can refer to in nature at the cellular level that is very much in consonance with the ancient definition of order, the subjection of the lesser to the higher. So for instance, in the science of genetics, which is my area of expertise, Mendel's laws are probably one of the most rigorously ordered phenomenon that you'll see.
But when they started focusing on self-esteem, what they really stopped focusing on was self-control. And one way to give people self-control is discipline. It's ordering your day. It's getting up at a certain time. It's putting on certain clothes.